Welcome back everyone to another episode of Strategy in Progress. Today we dive into the Pillars of the Gods campaign from Age of Mythology Retold's latest expansion, Immortal Pillars. In order to save the Celestial Court, here's some tips and tricks for each of the missions on the hardest difficulty, now called Ludicrous. And I must admit, and this is embarrassing, the jump to Ludicrous difficulty caught me off guard because I died more times in the first tutorial mission than any other. At least I think so. That being said, Mission 1, Shenong's Chosen. Keep your units alive. Use counter units for the appropriate counters, especially the Javelineers, the archers on the cliff when you get to that sequence. Use the Divine Gift, Blazing Prairie, to set your foes on fire. Important note, don't start attacking the final army before using this. Your soldiers will appreciate not being burned alive. So I'm told. Mission 2, Hoyi's Pride. Northern Camp first, Southern Camp second, max pop, upgrades, and army. Boom, done. Mission 3, Stronger Together. Wall early. Choose the defensive god Ho2 for Age 2. Take the fortified town center to the west as soon as you can. Destroy the eastern and then western enemies before pushing north into the final base, again with max pop and upgrades. Mission 4, the God Trap. Clear all the camps, use the stun gun power but not the others. Before heading into the center of the map for the temple, upgrade the Javelineer units once you get there and get melee armor. Now for my tip. Turn your army invisible and head into the fray of units and move south and then east, not to the first pathway but the second where a myth unit that holds the secrets of the universe is imprisoned. Set it free, and for this momentous occasion, watch your powerful new creature die immediately. Secrets going with it. Your enemies will suffer for this miscarriage of justice, because from here all you have to do is kill the units by the fortress, and since you saved your god powers, it's gonna be a massacre. Hit them with the flood, then the Fey Beasts, which you should be able to do at least 3 times. Destroy any remaining survivors. Mission 5, Overcoming Fixations. Choose the landlocked base to the east at the start. Wall to the north of you and set up a market to the south for trade. Build up a large army to begin attacking the siege areas one at a time. Archers and halberdiers are alright, but try to use as many myth units as possible, especially the ones given to you by the gods. Once the pillar is saved, take comfort in that it will never be destroyed. Take out the orange base to the east and then begin moving north again with the max pop army and max upgrades to destroy it. Mission 6, Reality's Collapse. Take the fortified town center to the west as soon as possible, as in right away. Transport 5 villagers to the small gold island north of your starting point. This mine, and tower you'll eventually build, is kind of like a vending machine, and you want to take as much from it as possible before you get caught. It's not essential, but I definitely appreciated it later when I was running low on gold. Wall to the west by the newly fortified town center and send most of your military there. Don't invest too heavily into the navy. Get to the 4th age with the god that allows the flood and the King-Long dragon, and build as many of those dragons as you can, along with a lot of siege. Move out from that expansion base to the fort on the hill and keep advancing towards Huangsawu, placing production buildings and fortresses as you do so. Take any additional fortified town centers you can find and save the flood for the final wall and army. Finally, make sure you have Yan Feifeng ready to go to the pillar once you've cleared the army. Would be a shame if you lost on time, because you know Yan Feifeng was left at home and couldn't walk there fast enough. Mission 7, Shattered Underworlds. Yan Feifeng is dead, and is in the underworld, where he meets...
Greetings, Executor.
No, but really.
I cannot believe that this tiny place is where we spend the rest of our afterlives.
Complete the quests in this order: Norse, Egyptian, Atlantean, and Greek. In the Norse section, make sure to get all 3 Dwarven Forge upgrades, and try to keep as many frost giants and dwarves alive in the end fight. In the Greek section, make sure not to be spotted by a raven, otherwise the Titan will be someone that will not stop following you and will not die. Most likely. The location of the stone is second from the top. Mission 8, Divine Intervention. Use Creation. The first stage god power early and as often as possible. Send the many free clay villagers to work on the wonder until they expire. And try to remind yourself, this is Age of Mythology, a game rooted in myth, and is in no way tied to reality. Dear God. Send the 3 Quafus to the Nuwa Temple as soon as possible. You'll be limited by favor. Wall up immediately and try to get at least 3 baole or fortresses by each of the entrances, as well as additional towers, and if possible another layer of walls. There's a relic just outside your eastern entrance that allows walls to heal over time. Get that too if you can. Set up a 3-town center boom and add additional production buildings and try to keep your population max. Additional goals can be found just north of the Nuwa Temple and that westernmost point of the map. That's also a good location to set up trade. Myth units will help a lot. Mission 9, Duel of the Deathless. Pocket team game players, you are the super pocket with 3 flanks. And like all good pockets, you will do what you do best, boom and let your flanks die. So to get started, set up a 4 TC boom. 2 of these will be fortified town centers, one on the westernmost portion of the map, and the other on the southernmost. And finally, add a villager center near the Titan. Once the starting villagers that are constructing your buildings finish, send them to each of these 3 locations to get that whole boom started. Put new villagers on gold immediately, and abuse the market by selling wood to afford all of this. Also, right at the start, you're going to want to train 5 sages and leave the sage hero fixed on the Titan Gate. As you get your resources established, start sending extra villagers to help build the Titan Gate. Yes, they can do that, and I didn't know that on my first playthrough. Wall up just north of the Titan Gate and add a ballet or fortress and additional towers. Keep most of your army near the Titan and send troops to the front there. As you proceed, make sure to add additional forts near your main base and the blue base where the unstoppable army is coming. Once you defeat the Titan, your Titan alone will not be able to single-handedly destroy the enemy's base, unless you beeline towards Huang Sa-Wu, which maybe you might have a chance, so begin sending your army north to find and kill the god responsible for all your suffering. You've now been blessed with the most in-depth, life-altering tips to survive Pillars of the Gods on Ludicrous difficulty, so you too can save the Celestial Court. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, or leave a comment with how you helped trap that sadistic couple in a ceremonial vase. Until next time, try not to burn your army alive, or actually do it. It's up to you.